Hi, welcome to week 6. You've done so much and you just have this week and one more week to go, so the end is near. We're going to look at Pillar 1. It's an overview of what's due this week. We're going to look at what's to be learned. We will take a step back and recall previous knowledge, and then I will take you forward where we will look once again at the proposal essay. We will look at the forum. It's a little bit different this week, and we will discuss peer reviews. I'll just do a quick review here. I know you can read, so I'll just highlight a few things. This is 5 pages, and you'll work on showing a specific problem with causes and effects and create a clear step-by-step solution for that problem, showing the cost and benefits. Make sure it's third person, so there's no I, me, or you. It's all he, she, the company, a person, that sort of thing for third person. Include 3 sources from our library and use MLA format. Make sure your introduction specifically states the topic and purpose and provides a brief background. You need to stress the importance of the topic. Your audience may not be aware of why your topic's important, such as my example last week of napping at the workplace. Some people might not see how important that is until I point it out to them. State your thesis. Make sure your thesis has that background information in it. Make sure to use a qualifying statement to show that background information. If you're unclear, please look up subordinate clauses in your writer's reference and also look up qualifiers. Draft. Our book suggests that you draft in 3 phases, or actually 4 phases. That you first draft your introduction, kind of set it aside. Then you draft your problem with the causes and effects and set it aside. They do this because each section should really have an introduction, and then each section should really have a closure. So you introduce your causes and effects, explain them with your support from research, then close out your causes and effects. Then put that away and draft your plan. Introduce your plan, tell the step-by-step parts of your plan, and then close up the plan. Then you go on to show 2 to 5 major benefits of your plan and how your benefits outweigh the cost. Conclusion. Make sure this doesn't get away from you. Don't bring in any new ideas into the conclusion. Be brief. Restate the thesis. Restress the importance of your topic. And it's very important to look to the future with what your proposal can do for your audience. Make sure that you're revising, editing, submitting your work, and make sure that you meet points A through E. So that was a very fast review of the proposal essay. Let me know if you have questions. Next, let's talk about the forum for this week. Here's a screenshot of the forum. I'll let you read it later, but basically I have uploaded an article for you to look at, and I talk about it here. We're going to edit this article because it's very poorly written. So let's break it into paragraphs. I don't expect each of you to edit the entire thing. So do this. If you're first in the forum, edit the first paragraph. If you're second in the forum, edit the second paragraph, and so on. So say you enter the forum and all the paragraphs are already edited. For your practice, go ahead and just pick any paragraph and edit it yourself. When I do these in the face-to-face classroom, we see that we edit the paragraphs in 20 different ways, and they all sound good. So just go for it. Make sure you reply to 2 classmates, telling them what you liked about the revision, and if you see something that you could add to the revision, let them know. So down in the discussion, you'll see where I posted the actual article. Let's take a look at. We ordered a visitor's guide as we were planning a camping trip to South Dakota, and so this was one of the articles in that visitor's guide. So here's what it looks like, and this was from 2014. Now it's very hard to make editing changes on a PDF, and so in the forum you will see that I uploaded right here the article, and it's actually in a document format, so that'll be easier to work with. So here's a good question. Why are we editing a South Dakota Visitor's Guide article in the forum this week? Good question. It is because we're doing peer reviews, and I'll talk to you a moment about the content of the peer reviews, but let's first talk about how the forum exercise matches or meets up with the peer review. The forum exercise is going to give you some information, or it's going to give you some practice in editing, and it's going to keep your eyes sharpened to how we can make sentences better. That's going to carry over to the peer review because you can comment to your classmate about how to make his or her sentences sharper, how to make them more focused, and then there will be more details. So let's go ahead and look at that other detail that you need to have in your. Okay, the most important part about a peer review is giving your peer a reader's perspective. Make sure that you look at their proposal from a distant reader, and as you do that, help them see how well their thesis statement is positioned. You're really a second set of eyes to let them know if you understand the steps being proposed and if you understand the whole setup of the proposal. Follow through, answer all these questions for your peer. You can really help them sharpen their proposal and therefore kind of sharpen their grade if they need it. So just be very honest with each other. So all these points 1 through 5 refer to the content of the essay, and only point 6 refers to editing. So I want you to really focus on that content, but still make sure that you are giving your peer edit information as well. So this concludes my short video for Pillar 1 of what's to be learned this week, with an overview of pretty much what's due. Be sure to watch Pillar 2 for more information about peer reviews, editing, and a few other points.